Do you guys want to learn how to leverage this full stack AI developer to create $1 million SaaS ideas without knowing how to code? If yes, then you have clicked on the right video because today I'm going to be teaching you how to use Databutton. Now you're probably wondering, what is Databutton? Well, Databutton is an AI powered platform that builds full stack applications for you without you knowing how to code. Now what sets it apart is that it uses reasoning AI or human-like thinking to plan and execute your development task. It also lets you integrate key components like authentication, databases, and even payments. Now what makes Databutton special? Well, it automates complex tasks using the power of AI agent technology. This will be better displayed later on in the video, so please bear with me. It also handles the front end, back end, and all the third-party integrations. As I previously said, this is a full stack AI developer, which in turn speeds up the entire development process, taking you from idea to live development. And without further ado, let's begin the video. But before we do that, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any AI tools like the one I'm showing you right now. Actually, let's begin. Alright guys, to begin, first I want you guys to head to the Databutton/new website. Log in, and then once you have logged in, you're going to see this. It's a very simple interface that Databutton has built for you to create your own software. First, we're going to need to put the description of the app. Now for that, I went and I discussed with ChatGPT for a bit, and I just decided to create a simple quote or caption generator. I told it to create for me a description, requirements, inspiration, and integration. I'm just going to copy the description it gave me. I was using O1, and by the way guys, now you can add files to O1. As you can see, you can upload from your computer. Before you were only able to put images, now you can put files and images, so it's just like 4.0, but it can reason. Anyways, going back here, now to describe the app, I'm just going to put this. I just want something simple to build for you guys for the sake of the video, but you guys can go as deep as you want. I was using this app earlier and I tried to create more complicated things, and trust me, it handles it just fine because of its very powerful capabilities, using its reasoning abilities, its ability to leverage AI agents. It's truly a powerful software. Now we are in the requirements tab. In the requirements tab, you can upload what you have done so far. So if there is code that you already built, or you have some requirements, you have some user stories for your application that you're trying to build, you have some quotes, you have some specifications, you can put them here. But in my case, I'm starting this completely fresh and I did not work on this previously, so I'm just going to skip this step. Now in the inspiration tab, you can put any website or image that you find inspirational and you would like your website or application to mimic in some way or to get inspired by. Now in my case, I also don't really have design inspiration, but you can definitely go look around for some websites and applications and drag and drop them here. And this tab specifically is one of the reasons of why Databutton separates itself from the rest of the competition, because of how easy it makes it for you to set up integrations like authentications, databases, payments, and storage. It's so easy that in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to set up the authentication, database, and storage. I'm not going to be setting up payments because I don't really need it for this application. But you can definitely do so. It's not that hard, and there's step-by-step documentation that Databutton has provided for each one of these. Anyways, going back to the integration, I'm going to be using Firebase for everything, so you can just select Firebase for the storage, database, and authentication. Now you can start creating your app. This may take a minute or two, so just give it its time, and I'll see you guys once it has finished. Okay guys, once you have entered, this is where the magic happens. First of all, we can start from the top. It shows you that it has created the name. So it created the plan, which is right here. It created the whole to-do list using its reasoning capabilities. It's created a to-do list, so it does not just go and attempt to do the whole thing at once. It uses human-like thinking and creates a step-by-step implementation plan. So first it's going to create the landing page, then it's going to set up the Firebase authentication, then user profile management, then it's going to start building the main quote generation interface, so on and so forth. Now on the right is where you can chat and talk to Databutton itself on anything related to your project. It has access to everything. It's able to go look into different files, and if you have any questions or you want to attach images, you can do it right in here. And one more thing, you can also preview everything that's going on in the project, and you can also add your own UI components, files, APIs, anything you want. You can do it inside of here. And what I like about this is that it gives you your own freedom to add your own data and your own information, and it doesn't really make it hard for you. Now going back to the plan, we can now start creating the landing page. To do that, all you need to do is just click the little start task button. Very nice and simple. And as you can see here, it's starting to think. There's also these two buttons, the discuss the plan and discuss progress. These are basically just pre-made prompts that when you click them, it's going to transfer you to this area here, and then it will just explain to you the progress or discuss the plan with you. Now going back to here, as you can see, it's doing everything step by step. First, it's checking the current file structure, then it adds a comment to the task history about starting the implementation. One thing that I like about this, which other people may not like, is that it actually takes its time before creating the thing. So this is why when you're building with this, you may find that it's much slower than other applications like, let's say, Bolt.new. That's because it really prioritizes quality over quantity, and it really tries to refine it on the first try. Alright guys, now it has officially finished creating the landing page, and it gave it a dark theme and an AI inspired design. Let's go see what it has done. To do that, all you need to do is go to preview. Unable to preview your app contains one or more errors that must be fixed. Okay, in this case, they have made it very simple. All you need to do is ask the agent for help. As soon as you do that, it's going to get back to the AI and basically create a prompt for you, telling it that there's an error, and then the AI is just simply going to fix the error. And here obviously you have your command prompt. You can clear, fix the errors, etc, etc. Okay guys, it's saying that it has fixed the issue, so let's now go back, and perfect. It has created the application, and actually I'm quite impressed. Like, I like the little font they used here. There's an animation every time you hover over the different phrases they put. AI powered, and then quote muse, transform your ideas. It just created the landing page. It still did not create the actual software that's going to be creating the quotes. So when I click start creating, it's not going to do anything. Till now, I like the direction we're heading in. I like the colors. I like the font that they are using that resembles a font that's commonly used in quotes. Now going back, we can officially check this, mark it as done. Oops, mark it as done. And now we can move on to the second step. The second step is set up Firebase authentication with email and Google sign-in. So let's start the task. Okay, now it will say, would you like to add Firebase into your app? Obviously we do, so we're gonna click add Firebase. Okay, now we're here. Guys, don't worry, this is a very simple process. The first thing I want you guys to do is to go to firebase.com. You can basically just do that. You can close this now. You're going to click create project. Once you have clicked create project, now you can just put the name. Could be anything. I'm just going to call it the same thing that they have named it. We can just skim through these. Default account, create project. Now it's going to start preparing your project, so you're just going to have to wait. Once you are inside, the first thing I want you guys to do is to go and click on this web button, because we are creating a web application. And then we're just going to give the app a name. Just use the same thing. We don't need to click that, sorry. Now once you are here, you are going to see this little chunk of code. Now this chunk of code, you're gonna copy it, and then you're gonna paste it in here. Once you have pasted it in here, you can go back, you can continue to console, and then now you need to go to authentication. You're gonna click get started. Now once you click get started, you're gonna enter this page. Now in this page, I want you guys to do two things. First, I want you guys to put the Google provider. Okay, now we officially have Google sign-in. Now we need to add a new provider. We can just put email and password. This is just going to be the typical email and password in case people do not want to use the sign-in with Google button. Now you have one more step to do. I want you guys to go to settings. I want you guys to go to authorized domains. I want you guys to add the domain. And I want you guys to add these two domains. First, we're going to put databutton.com. And second, username, this and that. Now you can go back here and click install Firebase. and now you just need to wait. It's going to complete the whole process for you. And guys, if you need additional help, you can always go to the Databutton documentation, where there's a step-by-step guide to do this whole process, and there's also a video that you can watch. Now going back to this, just give it a few seconds and it will finish. Okay, and now you're gonna have your app is officially protected. We've secured your app with Firebase authentication, and now they can sign in safely and securely. So that is officially done. As you guys can see, it's always automatically putting the prompts in for you using the power of the agents that they have included in this app. I've installed the Firebase extension. Let's continue with the next steps. Now it's gonna start orchestrating the next steps for me. It's writing code. This is the reasoning. It shows you the reasoning process that the application is taking. So first observations, then it's creating the plan and the next steps. This is the reasoning, kind of like, for example, when you're using DeepSeek R1, you can see it reason before giving you the final answer. And I'd also like to mention that, guys, right now I'm on the free tier, so I did not pay for this. I'm not sponsored, nothing. I'm just using the free tier of Databutton to show you its capabilities, because whenever I find that software is truly useful and is truly powerful, I like to show it on this channel. I'm so impressed by how much thought it puts behind each answer. It thinks, it completes the task, it starts thinking again, it goes and updates the folder, it goes to the UI, it tweaks something. These agents are truly powerful that they're using. Okay, they have seemed to have completed setting up the Firebase authentication. Now we can officially mark this as done. We can now maybe go back here, and now it says sign in to start. Sign in with Google. It accepts it. Now it gives you the start creating button. Wow. Okay, so the sign in feature has worked perfectly. Now I guess we can begin working on the actual application where you can generate the codes. And by the way, guys, you don't need to go in the exact same order that Databutton has preordained for you. You can go in your own order, but I'm just going to go with what they're saying and see what happens, because a lot of it is like polishing, adding extra features, etc., which maybe you do not want to do. But of course, I would highly suggest that you go through all the steps as Databutton has created for you. And guys, another feature that you can do is that you can create a task. So you can click this button and create your own task that you think is necessary for the process, or something that you want to add, or a feature that the AI has not listed for you. You can definitely create the task and put it in the appropriate section of the to-do list. Okay guys, after a couple of minutes, it finished creating the user profile management with the Firestore integration. So we can go here now and test it. Oh, I thought there was an error, but looks like there isn't. You can go to your profile and let's see what happens. I am seeing some errors maybe going on here. Let's try clicking the fix error message. Alright guys, it seems like I need to configure some things in my Firebase. Make sure the Firestore is enabled in your Firebase project. Let's see what I can do here. And guys, there is one step that I did forget to mention, and that is enabling the Firestore database. To do that, all you need to do is just go to app check. You're gonna see like a create a database button or something. Just click it, and there's no steps that you need to go through. It's like a 30-second thing, and then you're gonna see that your database appear here, and it's going to be like ready to go. Okay, then now we can go back, and now we can actually start building the main quote generation interface. I still have 8 more credits, so I think I'll be able to finish this in time. People who are actually interested in building a full-on SaaS product, taking it from idea to full deployment, you will need obviously a subscription to do that. And for people who are curious, I am going to show you the plans that are available. First, you can get the starter plan, the launch plan, the scale plan, and the unlimited plan. Right now it's writing the code for the main interface. I'm assuming here we are going to be adding our own API keys, since we are going to do the OpenAI integration for the code generation. Let's resume the task. For some reason it just stopped. I want to continue working. Please check the progress, blah blah blah. Ah, okay, this is pretty cool. It actually makes this process extremely easy to use. It just tells you to put your OpenAI key right here. Now, I've done this many times before, but if you don't know how to get your OpenAI API key, all you need to do is go to platform.openai, sign into your account, then go to settings, go to API keys, create an API key. Let's just Databutton, and never share your API key with anyone. I am going to delete this after the video. Send. And as easy as that, you do not need to do anything. You do not need to set it up manually in the .env file or anything like that. You just put the API key and they take care of it. This is the power of building an application that leverages AI agents. You're able to do such automations and integrate such automations into your applications. I truly think this is the future. Just a bunch of AI agents doing multiple things at once. It's updating the app, new dependencies. Okay, now you can actually create the quotes here. We can enter topic or keyword. Let's say like style, inspirational, length, medium. Okay, so there's length, style, and topic. Generating, and boom. Sweat is the ink in which we pen our fittest tales, as the gym is not just a battlefield but a shrine of self-definition. This is the quote of the day, guys. I hope that you found this application interesting. You can go on and build great things with this application. As you can see, we created a landing page, we created a login feature, and we created the main page where all the magic happens, where you're able to create the quotes. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to go down below, subscribe, and then I also want you guys to go comment down below what you are going to build with this application, how you are going to leverage it. And that's it from me, guys. Bye bye, peace.